Hi and welcome. I want to do a reading or a channeling. I did a reading, a quick one on TikTok yesterday, and these cards came out: the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Fire. And this reading was about destiny and synchronicity and just how things just almost magically, that's just how the universe works, seem to fall into place, and things just seem to sync up, and lucky breaks, and it just works out in the most amazing divine way. And I was cleaning just now, tidying up, and these cards kept flashing in my inner vision, in my third eye, like I kept seeing it. And on the traditional Rider-Waite card, there is zodiac signs on the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe I should actually just show it. Let's see if it shows on, I think it shows in this deck. So what I was getting while I was busy tidying up is that there have been 4 major themes, and the major themes that I was getting was Libra energy, which we've been sort of majorly getting since last year, but for a long time prior to that as well. And Libra energy is, I'm getting karmic justice. The Justice card, this has been a major theme. So when I say these 4 themes, I don't mean any specific person's sun sign or their zodiac signs, or that it only applies to these signs, but generally for all of us, these 4 signs, their energy is what we've been working through or experiencing. So it's Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Pisces energy. And the Libra energy, and yes, it may affect those with the Libra sign somewhere in their chart more, but everything generally affects all of us. Just depends on our awareness. So there's been this major theme around balance and truth, legal stuff, judicial stuff, policies and politics on a global scale and a societal scale, how it affects us personally, individually, and our own principles, beliefs, and morals around what is right and what is wrong generally, and what is right and what we need to keep ourselves balanced, what is our own personal truth versus the greater collective's truth. So this is some of the themes around Libra that's been coming up, but we've also been having Sagittarius energy. And I'm not an astrologer, but somehow this information just comes to me as I do what I do. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is not the traditional Rider-Waite, but you can see there's zodiac signs on here, and I don't know the signs myself. But I'm getting Saturnian energy with the Sagittarius energy, and it's dealing with karma again and linked to the Justice card. Did I put it back in the deck? And the Sagittarius symbolism is a bow being pulled back for it to go forward. So it's also retrograde energy, where it almost feels like we're traveling back in time, whether you're having memories, deja vu moments, or having past experiences, past people, situations come back up in the same way, in a different way, with the same people. There's sort of a revisiting of the past energy, and things slowing down or even stopping at some point, and the momentum building for it to propel you forward the way an arrow would in a bow. I want to find the Sagittarius, the card. But anyway, so the Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the other sign that I've been getting on a major scale is the Aquarius, that energy of futuristic thinking. It's the energy of genius. It's the energy of thinking out of the box, innovation, technology, how it affects our life. I know there's a lot of things happening around AI at the moment, social media, how we use our phones and computers, and depending on where you are in the world in your social context. And I mean, there's some places in the world where everything in your home is automated. And there's some places in the world where people have no access to technology, but it still affects all of us in some way. You know, how much time you spend on your phone, how the world is almost shifting to most people are working remotely, working from home. We are largely dependent on having internet for everything to work. And when, like in South Africa, when the electricity is out, it slows things down, it changes things. We have to find new innovative ways of working around what we don't have. And that can feel like a bad thing, but it can also be a good thing because we can find balance. And we can find new, better ways of doing things. So, and then the other energy was Pisces energy, like this very dreamy energy. And it's almost like Pisces energy is great for manifestation. I mean, the saying, if you believe it, you can achieve it. And if you can conceive it, like if you can visualize something and feel that energy and see the picture, you can, take the steps towards it. The universe can guide you with your intentions as to how to manifest and ground something into this reality, how to tangibly create it from a thought, from a feeling, from a knowing. So yeah, Pisces energy is also, for me, yin-yang energy working together. The symbolism is the two fish swimming tail, face to tail together, and yin and yang, masculine and feminine energies working together in a very cyclical way. There was something else about Pisces energy that has now escaped my mind. When that happens, I guess it's intended to happen that way. So these were the 4 main themes that I've been getting that have been largely what we have been working on, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, how the universe has been guiding us all. And it's almost like no matter what you're doing, where you are affected subconsciously or consciously, depending on your level of awareness. And that's not a bad thing. We are all meant to be playing different roles in the world, and we are guided. We are always guided. Even when we resist it, it still happens. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. What is meant to be already has been and already is. And we are just here to see it, to experience it. For there to be a conscious awareness, an observer. And you can be an observer whether you are in your astral body, outside of this 3D reality, or whether you're firmly in the 3D or in the 4D or in the 5D. It's about awareness. And wherever you are placed within the dimensions, or wherever you find yourself and however you observe it, everything is affected merely by an observation. If you're into quantum physics or just physics in general, you would understand those concepts. But what I was also getting when I was cleaning is like, when you hear something, like if I've never heard Spanish before, or I don't understand Spanish, right? And someone speaks Spanish, there's a vibration to the words and the sound. And I may not understand what that person is saying, but your cells are affected by that vibration in whichever way. And my video cut out there. Sometimes, you could be sitting next to someone who's having a conversation with someone else and overhear the conversation, and it'll affect you. And you listening will affect that person, whether they're aware of you listening or not. But if they then become aware of you listening, then it changes the conversation or the behavior. Like, everything is affected by awareness and observation. And our awareness of everything is raising, our consciousness is raising so fast that it is making everything change really fast, whether it's internally in our beings, which eventually translates to externally, or on the external. And, being here, it's almost like you get whiplash, like you're on a roller coaster. And that can be mentally, emotionally, physically, and energetically or spiritually. A lot of us can be feeling exhausted, even if you're physically doing nothing. There's either a lot happening emotionally in your mind, or you're doing a lot physically. It can feel like this is how I'm feeling this morning. I feel we have the 8-8 portal coming up, and I woke up feeling very lightheaded, sort of dizzy, sort of floaty. And it's, I've been anticipating the 8-8 portal. It's not even the 8th today, and I can already feel my energetic body moving through that energetic portal. And my physical body feels the effects as if it's physically walking through a portal. And I mean, again, this is awareness. Whether you're aware of it happening or not, we are all moving through this. And we can do it in different various ways. So yeah, these are the themes that I was getting, that I just wanted to speak about. What I was getting at is, no matter whether you understand a message or not, like, you can hear a tarot reading, for instance, and then someone mentions a yellow car, and then a month later you see a yellow car and you remember the reading, or you don't remember the reading, but seeing the yellow car activates something in you, or it's linked to something and it shows you something, or you just have an epiphany of some sort. And that's how the universe works, synchronistically, like that. You can hear a song and it can make you feel something, and you're not consciously thinking about anything, but just that mere feeling changes something in your reality. And this is how everything works. So again, somehow I feel like I need to reiterate the themes that I was getting was Libra energy, the Justice energy, and Sagittarius energy. And I can't, like, I'm busy talking and trying to find the cards that are related to it. But yeah, anyway, Aquarius energy and Pisces energy. But obviously, as we move through time, space, reality, like now we're in Leo season, there's also that energy that's playing on us. But I feel like those 4 energies are like what's been happening for a number of years now, maybe the last 4 years. And then within that larger time space, we have smaller energies. And again, for each individual, like, you might be in a specific season or phase in your life where there is one specific energy that affects you largely, while the other many energies affect you as well. And we can suss these things out by, if you're into astrology, you can check out astrology. If you're into other things, the messages, the guidance, everything that we need is always given to us in some way. Whether you're into nature and you can sense what's happening with the seasons, or you can see what the weather's doing, what animals is doing, and it sort of gives you some sort of guidance. We all get what we need in a way that is suitable for us. If you're open to communicating with the divine might give you dreams. You might be able to channel directly from angels and higher beings. You could just be a really good talker and listener and you can just have conversations with people and have epiphanies. I mean, we're not all the same. We're not all religious. We're not all spiritual. We're not all into music. We're not all into reading. But messages always find us wherever we are intended to. And usually when I'm channeling like this, I actually don't know much of what I was saying. But I hope some of this or anything here is helpful and lands for someone. And if it does, please consider liking, commenting or sharing, subscribing to my channel, interacting in some way. This is how we move through life, right? We engage and interact with each other in various ways, and this is how we understand the world we're living in and experience the world and grow and change. So that's it for this reading or this channeling, this video, and I hope I will see you again in another one.